Okay, so Agents is the new film from Aditya Awandhe. It is written by Pranshuman Singh, Farheen Vencapah, Kapil Bisht and Apoorva Verma. It is produced by Farheen Vencapah and executive produced by Yash Madhav. Apoorva Shalgram was on cinematography. Maurish Sawant and Amol Vijay Kanvilka take care of the editing. Elaine Boyle and Himala Agrawal took care of casting. Art direction is from Apoorva Verma and Amit Waghakur. Musami Shak took care of costume design. And our cast, Nad is played by Nad Sham. Virgila is played by Vivian Monori. We've got Yon, played by Naomi Willow. Vincent Stephen is played by Sanjay Gurbaksani. Ricky is played by Lanukum Ai. Varun Gupal is played by Rajev Bajwa. That's all that's really listed. The gist of the film is when a priceless artifact is stolen, two agents team up to retrieve it from a wealthy criminal mastermind. With everything against them, they'll take the explosive action to the land, sea, and air. So, this is a new one from Vision Films, and it's hard what to say about this. It is basically the equivalent of a someone looking to get into film school. That's what I say. Someone looking to get into film school. They haven't taken any classes yet, but they're convinced they can make a film. That's what I will say. Because in it, you can see that someone has watched film, right? They've watched action films. They've seen heist films, right? They've got an understanding of some of the scenes and sequences that people seem to like. Oh my gosh. Sorry, people. Yeah, they've got an understanding of that. But they do not know how to execute any of those things. You know, like in this, part of the plot is that Nad's dad, who runs the police department, he gets framed. But that's very much, you have to kind of piece together. It's not very clear. So you have that, right? Then we've got this heist of this artifact. But then there's something else within this whole heist thing that, again, not really addressed, right? At the very end, there's a question. It's like, oh, how was that done? And what they do, they show footage, a little bit of footage from it, and then they tack this one little tiny bit on. And it's just like, okay, but that still explains nothing, right? It explains nothing. It was just like, wait, what are we doing here? But it's full of that kind of thing, right? A lot of plot points that lead nowhere. Like within the film, we keep on getting hints that Nad and Virgila are gonna get it on, but then it goes nowhere. So it's just like, what do we? There's no chemistry. Right? There's absolutely no chemistry. So stop trying to allude to something that you're not gonna do anything with, because it's weird and kind of jarring, right? The script is horrible. Like it's really bad. It's really bad. Again, with the whole student analogy, right? It's someone that's watched all of these films and gone, oh yeah, the bad guy needs to have some witty lines. Let's make him be real eccentric, and we'll do that. So they'll have characters do things and say things, but it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. And the dialogue is mad clunky. It really is clunky. And here's the thing, right? It's, you want to like these things, right? And because you understand a lot of work goes into this. There's a big team behind it. But if things aren't good, it's hard to say. And here's the thing, not every film's going to be for you, right? There's stuff that, I'm not a huge horror fan. I'm not a huge, torture porn horror fan, right? So like the Saw films, the Hostel films, all of that kind of thing. So many people love them, right? So me watching them, it's not the script is bad or the dialogue is poor. It's just, this isn't for me. But with something like this, there's not really anything that you can hold up as being, that was really well done. There's nothing it's not really well done. Like the sets, like the police headquarters, it looks like a warehouse that they've just put some desks in with computers on top. Right? It does not look like what the thing it's meant to be. Like, again, there doesn't seem to be a lot of understanding around what these things are. We open up with the police going out to collect this artifact, right? And it's just, they've got some people, they've gone, wear tight shirts, right? Wear tight shirts. We'll all stand together and then we'll walk out in formation. And it's just like, I don't know what this is, but this does not feel like a police force. Like, what are we doing? Like all the missions, you have like surveillance in films, right? And someone's following someone in a car. And a lot of times you do feel it's just like, wait, how does the lead car not know someone's following them? Because you're thinking they're kind of close. In this, close takes a biscuit, right? They're so close. It's just like, you're not even trying here. You're not trying, right? It's just someone breaks into a house. Because it's so easy to break into police people's houses, right? And all of these police officers, these heads up, have all, secretive information just lying around, right? They've got a notice board with all evidence on, and the files on their desk. You just think these things wouldn't be allowed out of the station. What's happening? Or you've got secretive stuff stored, and where I think nowadays a lot of audio files you'd keep on your computer, right? You'd keep in a secure file that's password protected, encrypted. But in this, there's a tape recorder in a briefcase. I mean, that's it. A tape recorder in a briefcase. And you're just leaving. And the briefcase didn't even seem to have to be cracked, right? You just left it open so someone can break in and find all of this info. It's just like you're scratching your head like, this is way too simple. Right? The fight choreography. Whew. Now, you can watch certain shows, right? And the fight choreography isn't the best, right? That's what I always thought that about a lot of those old school DC shows, right? I didn't watch any of the Arrow stuff or Flash, Agents of Tomorrow or whatever it was called. So I don't know if it improved. I just know, like, early Smallville, the stuff I watched, it wasn't the best. But, like, on the Netflix Marvel side, like, things got really good. So, but, as I say, there's certain films and TV where the fighting is a little ropey. I mean, with this, that you can clearly see punches are not landing. Right? Punches are not landing. They're using a lot of rope work. So people are getting kicked and then they're going flying. Right? They're going flying. And you're just like, wait, what? But flying and landing in a way of, well, that's probably broken your neck. Right? But the person gets up and they continue. And you're just like, this is weird. So there's a lot of that. But then the sound department and the VFX department. Whoa, I don't even know what their instructions were. But like the noise of a gun, it's bad. Right? There's a bit with a guy and he's got a knife. And so it's like slink, slink, slink. And this is, wait, he's just waved a knife through the air. He hasn't even hit anything. And we're getting a knife noise? Huh? Right? A girl hits a guy around the head with an iron bar. And the noise is as if iron has hit iron. It's just like, wait, if an iron bar hit a skull, it's making a different noise, right? The noises were just crazy. The noises are crazy. They then put in like a muzzle flash that is so glaringly fake. It's insane, right? So you're kind of, you watch this film and you're just like, so they didn't want to correct any of these things, right? When they made that final pass through, didn't anyone go, oh, we need to change the effect sounds. We need to tweak that. We need to check the muzzle flashes and things like that. The music is way too loud, right? No one has been like, oh, let's tweak this, right? We want to put a great final thing out there to the world. Right? That's why it feels like it's made by someone to watch his films, but has no real understanding of their construction. Because yeah, just nothing works. You know, it's a very bizarre thing. It's a very bizarre thing. I think if you watch those late at night films, playing 3 a.m, right? I mean, back here, there used to be like a lot of like badly dubbed, like martial arts films and stuff like that, like playing at 3, 4 a.m. So I'd get home from being out and you just throw the TV on and be chuckling your ass off. But you're just like, yo, this is so bad. But it was so bad, it was fun. This wasn't even bad, it was fun. It just, story-wise, makes no sense. It makes no sense, right? You've got bad guys doing things, like even capturing people, but holding them in a way where you're like, huh? Wouldn't you lock them down more? Right? There's a bit when a rescue attempt and the girl runs at the bad guys. And you're just like, wait, wouldn't you run in the other direction? Why would you run directly at the bad guy? Like, it's a bizarre thing. It's a bizarre thing. But Agents is now out on VOD. So, yeah, if you like those late night kind of D movies, right? If that's your thing, you enjoy those, then you may like Agents. I don't know, because this is an Indian Chinese film. So I feel it's probably been dubbed, but I don't have any information letting me know that. Now, if it's been dubbed, it would explain a few things, right? It would explain a few things, not everything, because there is a whole heap wrong with this, but it would explain some. But yeah, if Agents and like a D movie, if that's your jam, then you'll have fun with this, okay? Enjoy.